Have any words of wisdom you want to tell the people at home?
Come to the cookie jar sale.
I guess we're at the cookie jar sale.
Good morning. It's a typical Saturday. I'm off to an auction. I should just have one intro instead of having to do this over and over again every Saturday. Blah, 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 auction. Blah, 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 cool stuff. Blah, 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 hope I get some. Whatever. I don't know a lot about this sale. It's supposed to have collections of toys, old-time lunch boxes, even cookie jars. I have a client request for some particular cookie jars. Maybe I'll get them. I don't know. I don't know anything more than that. So let's just go check it out. It's the easiest thing. Oh, this is the other collection they were talking about. It's Coca-Cola. Look at all this Coca-Cola stuff. That's a lot of Coca-Cola stuff. A lot of Coca-Cola cookie jars.
Hey, what is this?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't feel bad. I looked at it online and I was like,
Some kind of wrench. It's got a.
yeah,
And I have no idea what it's for because there's a square hole here.
yeah.
So it could be a crank of some kind. I have no idea.
I'm going to ask Gino. Gino seems to know all that weird stuff.
You guys find one yet?
How does one person accumulate this kind of stuff?
Oh, you haven't been to my place. This is nothing.
Napkin rings. Those sell great online. Well, not the wooden ones. Yeah, I thought that was military. It's Marines. I'll take a run at that. Wow, that's old. Oh, I remember those. Nice. That's old. Nothing there. Oh, Winchester thermometer. Anything guns works pretty good. I don't buy and sell guns, but peripheral stuff, advertising pieces like that are great.
Hand painted.
Oh yeah, I gotta have that. They sell so good.
I likes it. Ooh. That's where that was. It was supposed to be at the last sale. Must be, oh geez. That's probably 7 or 8 pounds. Those little cellulite ones are really, really heavy. Don't see any cracks.
That must be online.
Oh boy. Wow. Crates are us. Let's see, what year is this? Not really bright yet.
Trying to see the date on here. Yeah.
I'm not wrapped right now. I'm not wrapped, but it did.
Jeez, it's hard to believe all this came out of one house. These collector plates. That's kind of cute.
Good morning.
Wow. It's all modern though. That's not modern, that's old. I recognize I had one of those. It's a popcorn bucket. Coca-Cola popcorn bucket. Try to get that.
It's got a modern. No, those aren't very old anyway. They're made to look old, but they're really not old. Like 90s. Still 30 years ago. But people look at them and think they're from the 1930s. They're not. $1974. I mean, it's still 50 years old. I mean, none of the stuff is like horrible stuff. But it's not much for money making. Metal Tonka. Nylon? Yeah, that's pretty good. A 70s Ford truck. Nylon. Pretty rockin' good shape. Those can be a lot of money if you have all the accessories. A snow plow, you got the stake box, got a little trailer. I'll have to watch after when it goes through. Back when there were more of these little sewing machines around, I used to buy and sell those just to death. This one wasn't loved. It's stuck. It works so much if it doesn't work. There it is. One of the reasons I came to this sale was for that thing. Ugh, it's all bent. That sucks. They killed it. That's just too bad. Yeah, it got stepped on or something. That's too bad. Cast iron taxi cab from the 40s. Those sell pretty good. I wouldn't mind having that. Seems like it's all there. It's pretty old. That looks like Hubley. Can't sell these on eBay anymore unless you put an orange plug in the barrel. So stupid. Toys to burn your child with. It's awesome. Wow, that's a lot of frickin' cookie jars, man. Wow. Well, you better know your cookie jars and invest in this. Three Rivers Pottery.
Didn't we have some Three River Pottery at the store when we had it?
It's pretty good stuff.
I thought we had some.
I like because they glaze on the inside too, which is not common for all of them. I like
This
it.
one's pretty.
I guess today I get a lesson in cookie jars. People have all kinds of collections. Look at this. How fun is that for Halloween? Creepy. That's not pottery, that's actually painted glass. I remember those. I remember those too. These are like in mint shape.
Ain't nothing here worth nothing. Pathetic. Or which one is that apple one?
Man, this is pretty old too. Need 2 hands for that one. Same with this. I take it back. It is here. I was looking for this one.
Morning.
Hey Al, how you doing?
Good.
Well, that's good. You come for some cookie jars? Because if you did, you came to the right place.
I've seen enough cookie jars. Anybody got keepers? Oh, that's it?
Reproduction. 30 minutes before the auction starts.
I would just get
There's
a
like
partial or have them
maybe 10 people here.
something over it.
Cookie jars are not maybe the hot item.
That's a lot of money.
Somebody broke a lid.
So then they'd operate on it, and then they'd send me home for convalescent leave. So then after convalescent leave, then I'd come back and they'd check me up. And so then they'd feel like, they emphasize that one.
Ruben, he went by, he was chopping something, and chopped his hand.
10 millimeter. Oh, Gino, I wanted to ask you what this was. Is this some kind of torque multiplier?
Yeah, it's a torque amplifier or a reducer.
Okay.
Is what it does. It's Klein on the back.
Put it in
I
one
think.
end and comes out
Yeah,
the other.
you drive this end here and you can turn something real slow. See how slow it turns?
But what's with the handle? What,
I don't know what the heck
That's
the
weird.
handle is.
That's a weird one.
It's like something like a drill driving a big old wheel or something, you know?
Sure. Okay. That was my first hunch. I guess I was
Yeah.
right. Arnie goes, "What is that?" And I goes, "Gino, no. What's that?"
Yeah. That's off of like a K98 Russian gun, Mosin 98. That's the oils for oiling up the guns. I used to buy a bunch of them at Fleet Farm and
Jesus
Dunham's
Christ!
Sports.
What are you, the answer guy?
Yeah, that's where that comes from.
What's this?
Those are the insulators off the doggone thing on the sky up there, you know?
Thank you for doing that.
There's a whole mess of them things on Highway 10 going towards Wapaka along the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And they took all the High Line off. And here these poles are standing up there with insulators on there. Just insulators, just standing there with the pole. A month later, come through. Hell, here the poles are laying on the ground. Somebody sawed them off and took them insulators off. High Line insulators. They,
Whoa.
Poles, telephone poles,
It
High-Line
always
poles.
pays to look inside
Yeah, I
these
know,
things.
doesn't it?
It's so rusted out.
Yeah. And
Wow.
it's a lodge, too.
Yeah.
cheap one
It's not.
lodge.
Yeah, lodges
Yeah.
are junk.
Yeah.
Just gotta clean it with vinegar.
Vinegar?
Vinegar.
That's
I tried that in
there's
the
a lot
frying
of
pan.
skill there, though. I don't
Try
know.
that in the frying pan. It don't
I'm sure it'll help
that
it.
fast. And maybe after a year it might work, but
Just epoxy it shut.
yeah,
It's a decoration.
yeah, decoration, yeah.
This one is one of them that runs up and down, but it's a little rough. And sell it all to go, give me $5 for all of it. Now 7.5 and 10, 10 of it, 10, 10 of it, 10, 10, 12.5. 12.5 of it, 12.5. Is that a yes? 12.5, 15. $15, 17.5 and 17.5, 20 of it, 20, 20 of it, 20, 2.5, 22.5. 25 of it, 25 of it, 25, 25, 7.5 of it, 7.5. 7, 30 bit of it, 30, 30 bit, 30 bit of it, 30, 32.5, 32.5, 32.5, what do you think, 32.5, no? So, $30, 174.
Okay, well, we made it back. I did buy a few cookie jars, but not many. I had a client that was looking for a few specific McDonald's pieces, so I picked those up when I was there. This, I think, is the oldest one that was there. See if I can get around here with this without falling and breaking it. But this is, I don't know if you can see the texture on there even. It's all hand painted. And it's signed. You know, for me, anything, all this older stuff, for me, anything that's made by hand, nobody's doing that anymore. Everything is just this cookie cutter stamp, kind of boring thing, lacking character. It's a really old serving tray, glass top. I really like the frame on it. Handles are showing just a little bit of the original kind of a goldish green color to them. That was kind of a neat one. I'm going to go with this one first. This is just what it looks like. It's, got the original box, all those boxes a joke. I think 10 different people took a shot at trying to make this box not fall apart. I know how that is. So this is the, and I think what this is modeled after, I believe when I read about this online, it was supposed to be the first McDonald's store, the first restaurant that they ever made. And it's in excellent condition, so hopefully my buyer is going to be really stoked with that. And I think in the grand scheme of McDonald's stuff, I stole that. So this one is just what the box looks like. It's a Coke product, and it's another cookie jar, but it's one of the vintage jukeboxes. I bought two different types of jukebox, and they're gonna live over here in my little cafe. I thought they'd be cool for them, for the tabletops. So I got a couple of those. One I paid a lot for, one I didn't, so it kind of all comes out in the wash. This one I bought for resale. This one, again, is a really old one. And for you to look at, it's kind of boring looking. It's just, your basic Apple design. This is really old. This is like Grandma used to have in her house. So that'll be a really good resale piece for me. So I got the Boat Boy. It's got gas in it. So we know it doesn't leak. Actually, the bottom looks pretty good in it. It's got all 3 screw-on tops. So I may or may not go to the flea market this Labor Day like I've done so many years before. I swore last year I would do it again. That sort of thing sells immediately because there's so many boat. Oh, this opens up paint cans. I didn't even know it was in the box. So, yeah, it's weird. I sell a lot of cutting boards. You wouldn't think a person would, but this is maple. It's old, and that's hand painted. I don't know if you can see the texture on there, but it's amazing. And it's good. It's good subject matter. So yeah, that's clearly a win. You probably saw in the initial shots this
word game / exercise. And you can move your letters around and spell out different things. Made in 1940, two-sided, pretty cool. It's all there. This is a working Winchester thermometer. It's not super old. It's pretty old. I guess it probably 1980s-ish, you know. We don't think 80s is a long time ago, but it's 40 years ago. No cracks, no breaks, no name brand that I can see anywhere. 3-gallon crock, it was a good buy. And this, make a hole here. This little kids workshop tool chest, the Handy Andy chest. And you know, it's kind of cool because it's all wood inside. It's got little keepers to keep all the tools in place. The hammer had a very bad day. I hope whoever's using this is all right. But a lot of the components are here. There's a drill, an awl, screwdriver, little wood chisel, clamp. It's even got a little miter saw. Here's the miter block that comes out. You know, so you can cut angles on wood. Just crazy. A little plane. You could actually make something with this. I mean, you could seriously do that. It's weird. Today, kids' toys don't do much. Rot your brain in front of the TV while you're blowing up some strange country you can't even pronounce. I digress. Anyway. Handy Andy. So I ended up buying the little Mini-Mo. It doesn't make the sound anymore when you roll it. Like the little engine sound. Denied. I wanted to run around the yard with it and scare the deer. They always get scared, but they come back. They're just kind of fun to mess with. Anyway, the Mini-Mo. Not worth a lot. It's worth 20 bucks on its best day. This was kind of cool though. This, what's that? It's a cookie cutter shaped like an angel, but it's made out of solid copper. It's all brazed, soldered. And then the name of the person who made it is on here. It's like an artist signed custom cookie cutter. I've never seen one. I buy and sell tons of copper. So anytime I run across something copper, I kind of got to have it. I bought this little footed dish. It's pewter on the bottom. It's got a little bit of lead in this crystal here. Not a lot, but it's, you get it under the right light. You can hear it a little bit. It's pretty thick. There's a little cherub up there holding the thing up. So that was kind of a good little score. It says 925 on the inside here. There are 6 of these. So somebody can buy these at their next formal dinner party. If you have a service of 6. These little mother of pearl. I don't think it's abalone. I think it's mother of pearl. And silver napkin holders. That was kind of a surprise. These came with them. They're just wood. I don't care about those. Oh, I made a mistake. There's 8. Service of 8. Fantastic. A couple of child's toy cans. I had to buy a couple of toys. This is the one I wanted. That's why I went there in the first place. So this is one of those, I think they're 1950s Technofix. It's supposed to be a wind-up toy. This is a little janked. It's taken a shot or two. And all the guts are bent, like somebody stepped on it or rode over it with something. So in really good kicking condition, like really nice 60, 70-year-old condition, one of these brings about 125 bucks. Yeah, you can find them for a little less, but they're probably in this kind of shape. So I don't know if I'm daring enough to try to pop this open and straighten it all out and get it functioning again. I may or may not. It's not like I don't have any projects around here. It's like everywhere I look, it's like, what needs fixing next? This. And the main reason I bought this was because of the Technofix, but There were other things. These were not in the box. This was a separate buy. They just sold these napkin rings together. But the pots and pans were in there, and this was in there. So why not? I bought this box primarily for this cast taxi from the 40s. It's all there. And online I see these going anywhere from 40 to 80 bucks. I don't know what condition. I guess this would be middle of the road to good condition. But this crate is amazing. Look at the color, how vivid and nice it is. And the date inside says 1979. It's hard to imagine it's in that good a shape. It's just solid as the day is long. I was pretty stoked to get it. So this is the top of the cookie jar. And again, this is one I thought I wanted to put in the cafe here. No, you don't. You're talking to me, telling me, hey, don't leave me here. Yeah. So it's a Coke jukebox. And that'll look cool on one of my tables over there. I guess the auction was, or the people that own this stuff that was, having it auctioned off, was lucky there was a couple there that were just buying up Coke stuff like crazy. Otherwise, it was so poorly attended. And, that's how auctions are. They're just really hit or miss. A couple of weeks ago, there was this horrible auction in the rain and in the mud, and they didn't have anything there, and there were kind of quite a few people there considering the day. I mean, who, other than somebody, the reseller like myself, who's going to get up and go drive an hour and a half in driving rain to go stand out in a mucky, stinky old barn? And then we're in a climate-controlled, air-conditioned, lovely, relatively new, like year and a half old building, and have all this prime real estate to buy here, and there's maybe 35 people that showed up for the sale. But he did get some pretty good money for stuff. I was really surprised about that. And this one I bought as a personal basis, because I don't have a cookie jar of my own. And as you may can guess, I like cookies. Look at that. Beautiful. It's just a gorgeous shape. And it's a Three Rivers. And of course, this is the other one for my client that I can't name her name, of course, but she is a relative of Ronald McDonald. I'm not going to lie, Ronald McDonald is her grandfather. And I had a really hard time trying to find one of these. So if you remember when we did the walkthrough, you go to these sales and you buy up something in a box and there's a bunch of Afghans in it. Well, they're perfect for packing a trip, so I always throw them in the trip. This, if you notice the difference to the other ones, there were two other ones. This one is actually, I don't know if you can read that in there. 1997. So here you can see like the brush strokes where it was painted. The other ones just look more produced. The red in the sleeves, the red in the hair was so red it was going over the spectrum of red toward black maybe. So it was clearly a color difference, that the false graph is softer, it's brighter, it popped more. The molds obviously are the same. I mean, they dimensionally look identical. But this was hand painted too. The other ones look like they were dipped or something. It looked more produced. It looked less handmade than this. So I hope she's like thrilled, especially with the condition. It is just mint. It is just absolutely mint. And these aren't super valuable, but I mean, you see them sell between 100 and 200 bucks, you know. And her grandpa Ron is going to be totally stoked. Anyway, guys, thanks for tagging along on the cookie jar expedition, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.